What's up, friends? Gun Gaming here. Sorry, I was really busy for Christmas. Getting everything set up for a 2-year-old was a total riot, but a ton of work. I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna try to film some stuff, post it up. I've already got some stuff pre-scheduled this week that was supposed to go up last week. My apologies for those delays, but hey, I'm here. I'm still working, and we'll get you some content. Better later than never, right? I don't know, something like that. Okay, so today I want to cover specializations, and this was a complex topic, and still until I started unlocking them, and then it became pretty obvious what you want. So first things first, always equip the proper heals. I always run out of these and then forget to do them. So I've shuttled over like all the stuff from my Black Widow to Magik. I just am playing and enjoying Magik more, and every time I want to level up something, I'm finding it's on Magik already anyway. So just pulling everything to her account. What I'll usually do, since this Magik is still level 99, is just wake up and start on Black Widow. That way I get the most wanteds for 5 costumes instead of just 4. Once I get Magik up to level 110, then I'll just start with her every day. And my Black Widow is around 700,000. It felt like an insurmountable thing for me, but we're actually pretty close on costumes. You can see here I'm like at 3s and 4s and 1.5, but it's mostly just because I'm waiting for good rolls on the head and so I think I natively had some 4s. Yeah, I did pull. You got like a region suit for like the Magik unlock, and I got Midgardia hair with status effect accuracy. Did you see my eye roll there? Hopefully you saw that. That was pronounced. Yeah, stupid. But whatever. I mean, at least it gave me a regional I can presumably crunch up at some later date. Probably not gonna happen. Midgardia is actually not great on Magik anyway. I don't. There's not good scaling off of those. I think that it's the dark magic. Yeah, dark magic does not have good scaling. It doesn't do a lot of damage. There's like some interesting things it can do and stuff like that, and some good specializations that work with it, but not natively great. I just know she has like a ton of freckles on her legs. What the weird. Okay, anyway, specializations, that's what you guys came for. So before we get into this, I'm just going to remove this one. Oh my gosh, every time you gotta go equip and then you gotta unequip. That's a stupid amount of money to spend. But so that is the number one specialization I want you guys to look at. But just to outline this, so we're at 372. Our attack is at 8184. We have 70,000 HP. So you do note that I have been recommending HP as one of her primary alpha stats for a while now. Just to kind of recap where I am at on her top stats. So right now, as part of the Sigma Alliance's executive information, I'm trying to get all of the top players for each of the characters to give what they think the top 3 stats are. So anyway, but for Magik, I have HP. Her ult recovers more health. Specialization adds more attack, which we're going to get to in a second. And it makes her beefier in general, which for a brawler type character that's up close and personal for most attacks and doesn't have any kind of skills that distance her, makes a ton of sense. Then I go for attack just as a raw primary stat. It's good value, and defense pierce. Her summon scale off her attack and crit damage, crit rate I don't think are as impactful for her as it is for other characters. I think you just want the raw damage value and then defense pierce to make sure that damage value matches and scales in the end game. And if you have those things, I think you're going to have a pretty reasonable Magik build. If you guys disagree with that, let me know in the comments. But this is what I have, and it's been working pretty well for me. So here are the alpha stats. Let's jump back into our specializations here, and we're just going to come in and equip our other one. Now, what are these other 2 that I have? Absorb damage of soul sword skills. I have 2 soul sword skills equipped. They do over like 12,000 plus %. damage, and then I get like 1% of those back as HP. It's not that much HP, but it is some. It helps, especially in like Spec Ops. Okay, it's not even Spec Ops. But like some grindy things. And then Mystic Mastery, increased skill gauge recovery whenever I use Dark Magic skill. I have like the Sword Dash skill, gives you like a brief iframe. Gets you right into the middle of the fracas, right into the fray. And so I really like that one. It was just close, if I'm being honest. Like, these ones were both general areas that I wanted to go for and were pretty easy. The 5s are so much easier to get than the 7s. These ones are a little bit trickier because you do have to get all 3 of these end ones or 7s, which really burn. So, like, to miss out on some of those. So I think that that's what they imagined the best ones would be, are all these ones on the very outside. I think these ones that are in the middle are not nearly as hard to get. Okay, and so I hear, but this one is the one that I think you guys should be focusing on. This converts a percentage of the HP into attack. And you'll remember, if you looked at any character, attack is usually around, like, we'll say 10,000, and HP is around 100,000. So 1% of attack at 100,000 is 1,000 points, which is a 10% increase to attack. Just kind of keep that scaling in mind. 2% would be 2,000, which would be a 20% increase to attack. This is a massive, it looks like a small number because of this percentage. It's a massive boost, okay? So remember, we're at like 8130. This is still 7 out of 10, so I still have 3 more to go. I have no regrets about focusing on this right now, and I'll show you why. We're at 370 or so I went up by like 40k or power, and then my attack went from 8100 to 9600. Massive gains to your alpha stat just from one specialization. Now, some people that I've talked to in my alliance really are gung-ho on this attack, defense, HP of limbo subordinates. I don't care about that. The summon beefy legionnaire dude is helpful, but I don't think that a 30% increase to his HP and defense really make him that much more survivable, and he never did that much attack to begin with. So, you know, it's nice. If you care about that, go for it. I'm not sold on that one at all. The last one that I'll be angling for is this creating a barrier. Because I'm stacking max HP, this is going to get up to 25% of my max HP, which will hopefully be over 100,000 pretty soon after I finish these costumes. Easily over 100,000. That's just going to make her beefy beyond compare. And just going to make this super, super helpful. And note that it is just like whenever I cast the Legion of Demons class skill, cooldown 20 seconds. In my skill rotation, that's going to go off about every 20 seconds between the Hydra summon and the Legionary summon. So getting good use out of that one. This Black Magic one, or the Soul Sword one, is just kind of good. I'm happy with that one. This Black Magic one, I'm still trying to figure out exactly where to keep where to keep this skill in my lineup, just to make sure I'm getting this value off of it. But the increased ultimate skill gauge recovery is helpful. I don't think it's all that monumental. I think I'd probably go for this skill cooldown as like a general one, though. It is on the end. It's not really close to others that I want, but skill cooldown and then focusing on stamina recovery on my badges and stuff like that would make a lot of sense. You can also get the stamina recovery increase whenever you use dodge skill, and this goes up by quite a bit. So if you're like actively playing or doing PvP as well, those two would work really well together. I think probably that's where I'm going to end up, probably even trumping that ultimate skill gauge recovery one, just because her skills really are on long cooldown and she is a stamina suck. So that's kind of where I'll be focusing. And then this increased attack percentage, you know, that's really helpful. This scales like 20% once you finish it off for 6 seconds every 12 seconds. So that is some really good value. You can get a lot of damage value off of that. Status effects, lame. Don't care about that for her, to be honest. Increases damage dealt to targets with 50% or HP or more by 25% once it's maxed. Not my cup of tea. Then attack HP by 25% while transformed as Dark Child. This is like, while in ultimate, make your ultimate better. That's fine. I think that the ultimate, I've been likening her to Captain Marvel. I think that the ultimate is more impactful for Captain Marvel than it is for Magik. I feel like the transformation itself is really where Magik shines, getting all that knockback, initial damage, and most importantly, I'd say the heal, just as like an additional heal, 3 seconds of invulnerability. Those are really helpful. And then just kind of to cap this off, for potential, I've dumped all of this into ultimate skill gauge recovery, into demonic recovery for stamina recovery, accuracy rate, defense pierce, and that's where I am right now. Next, I'll probably angle for HP. I mean, this is only going to go up by like what, 4,000 times 20 is 400 times 20 is like 8,000. So, you know, it's not negligible, but it's not all that much. It's not all that great. The ones that scale off percentages are a little bit better. So that's what I'm focused on right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, though. Do you think that this is a good build for Magik? Do you have something a little bit different from me? Is there something else you've been focusing on? Let me know. Until next time, though, good luck on the path. Have some fun. Get out there. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.